Hi everyone, thank you so much for watching Reads and Talks. I am Shivani. In this episode of Memoirs on Monday, I would like to recommend to you a book called Shoedog by Phil Knight. Phil Knight is the creator of Nike, and I read this book cover to cover and read it very much slowly, and but I enjoyed it very much. I enjoyed this book thoroughly. The memoir has an essence of exuberance, teamwork, art, and so much back and forth. And it's very well written, well crafted for sure. And he starts his memoir by narrating one of the incidents that had changed his entire life, that made the company Nike, and that incident took place between him and his father. He borrowed some money from his father to pitch an idea that he got during his graduation, uh, and he wanted to pitch that idea, and he passed out of graduation, and he borrowed money from his father and ventured on around the world and observed so many things and traveled around the world and got to know so much, and he jotted down those observations, those learning in this book, in this memoir, which is worth listening to and which is worth learning to. And in his memoir he talks about so many things, what made him feel like today. And it's one of those memoirs where you want to listen to more so much and do not want it to end, because it's so resonating, so much resonating and so much rejuvenating in so many ways. And this memoir is definitely well written. It's not categorized in chapters, but it is categorized in years, and those years encapsulate how did Nike change and how did the evolution take place in Nike, and also it talks about how did Phil Knight pick his member. You will also know in this memoir what does shoe dog actually mean. Did the sign shosh come in, and you're going to learn a lot of things with this memoir. If to put the review of this book in simple lines, so I will definitely say that it is worth reading, filled with so many lessons, so many teachings, lessons to follow, and it's well written, well crafted. He has talked about art, he has talked about uh, creating your own art, following your own crazy idea, and believing in it, and believing in it no matter who believe in you or in your crazy idea or not. And so many things that I learned from this book. And it's one of those business books that can be read by laymen, and it's lucidly written and it's well written. I'm saying this so much, but I highly recommend this book. Few ideas that I got from this book. Number one was following your crazy idea. In his book, he starts his book, at 24 I did have a crazy idea, and somehow, despite being dizzy with existential angst and fears about the future and doubts about myself, as all young men and women in their mid 20s are, I did decide that the world is made up of crazy ideas. History is one long processional of crazy ideas. The thing I loved most, books, sports, democracy, free enterprise, started as a crazy idea. It is all in how you frame it, how you sell it to yourself. And he was very much true to himself. He would not suppress his emotions and not even overwhelmed by it, but understand the problem by keeping it, by seeking them as facts. And that's one of the things that I really admired him, was to coming out of your comfort zone, to pitch his idea, to pitch his crazy idea. He ventured around the world, and he did a deal with Japanese company, and he got those shoes after so much delay. Number three is saying goodbye to someone, and I also mentioned this in the introduction part of the video, which is so deep, which is extremely deep, and it diminishes. You will understand what the importance they hold in. Four is becoming comfortable in your skin. He was very much patient with himself, and he would run. And running is also one of those things that he has also talked about, which I forgot to mention. I think lots of readers who read this book get influenced for running, and I also did. And I'm looking forward to do this year. And he used to hug himself when he used to face difficult problem. And I'm saying this again and again, he was a friend to himself. He would not suppress his emotions but analyze things well. If is breaking rules, he used to say that you are known for the rules you break. Number 6, humility and not forgetting your own roots. He was from Oregon, and he wanted to do something very big to what his home town known for, and that's one of the things that is great about him. He also give credit to people around him. His mother, who helped him to run, who told him run to run, and he says that he gives credit to his mentor, his coach, um, Bowerman, and that's so great. He used to talk to his father after work. That's actually wonderful. To say is that to know yourself is to forget yourself, which is extremely deep, and I want you to think about it. Need competition from yourself, which is one of the things that I learned from him. Um, not following what else someone else is doing, but noting down your own progress. It is the losing strategy. He says, fight not to win, but to avoid losing. A surefire losing strategy. And keeping faith in yourself, which he says in his book. Have faith in yourself, but also have faith in faith. Not faith as others define it, faith as you define it. Faith as faith defines itself in your heart. Some of the ideas that I wanted to share in this video, but there are so many. It's worth reading. It would definitely give you some life lessons that are worth following. And it's very well written. I really like this book, and I highly recommend this book to everyone. And his motto for writing this memoir, I would like to read out to you. I would like to share the experience, the ups and downs, so that some young men or women somewhere going through the same trials and ordeals might be inspired or comforted or warned. Some young entrepreneur, maybe some athlete or painter or novelist might press on. It's all the same drive, the same dream. It would be nice to help them avoid the typical discouragements. I'd tell to hit pause, think long and hard about how they want to spend their time and with whom they want to spend it for the next 40 years. I would tell men and women in their mid-20s not to settle for a job or a profession or even a career. Seek a calling. Even if you don't know what that means, seek it. If you are following your calling, the fatigue will be easier to bear. The disappointments will be fuel. The highs will be like nothing you have ever felt. And I really enjoyed this book, and please do give this book a read. This was like a summary that I can give you. I cannot afford to make you read this. You have to do it by yourself, and you will going to enjoy it so much the way I enjoy it. So please do give this book a read. If you have already read this book, please let me know your thoughts in the comment section, and I'll meet you soon on next Monday with new book recommendation. Please do subscribe to this channel if you want more book recommendation and if you like this video. Thanks for watching.